Hello, we're here for CPL qualifying, the return of CPL, and we have 2 laps of the Bahrain circuit. We are in the Formula A retro cars, currently on board with Charged Johnny in this nice pink livery we've got going on. Let's see what lap time he can set. Currently says he's P8 in the session, so we'll see if he can get somewhere near the top of the timing boards. Up to the line, he goes P7, and it's Ludwig on pole for now. You are on mediums, goes up to P2. So good lap from Ludwig, 29.10. We're on board with Gamer 15 now, racing for Trident. And he's comes around the final corner, up to the line. Can he beat Ludwig? Not quite, doesn't improve. Kubo up to P2. So that's a nice improvement there. And good stuff from that team as well. P2 and P3 for Etruria Ferrari. So good for them. But Ludwig gets pole position. Justin 5th, Senna 6th, Christian at 7th, Charged Johnny 8th, Charged Aussie P9, Matimar P10. We got Fede 11th, Toast 12th, Glow 13th, Matt 14th, Albono 15th, Ricky Boy 16th, Axis P17, and Il Biscione P18. So here we go, 41 laps of this Bahrain circuit. There we go, we're underway. Ludwig leads us underway, and it's a good start. Manages to hold P1 for now, and he keeps it. Good stuff. As we go further back, we got some battling going on. That's someone into the wall there. Not quite sure. I think that might be Senna into the wall. So that's unfortunate for him. And there's even more drivers going off the track. Up to the front though. We've got Kubo trying to make a move. And there he goes. He's through on Ludwig up to P1. So good move from him. Any battling here? We got Toaster under a bit of pressure. And that's Ricky Boy up the inside, and Toaster, unfortunately, onto the sand a bit there and loses a few places. So that's unfortunate for him. Next we got Ludwig trying to retake the lead. And now Ewer trying to make it a Truvia 1-2. Ludwig manages to hold on for now, but as we head into turn 4, Ewer can't quite go around the outside there. So Ludwig still managing to hold on, as Glow is our first retirement of the season. And we got Aussie. He's had a great start. I think he was started P9 or somewhere around there. And then he goes up to P3 and manages to hold it for now. Now Ludwig's trying to make a move to get back into P1. Can't quite do it at turn 1. Can he do it here? Aussie also trying to make a move, but can't quite do it. And Kubo manages to hold on for P1. Further back, what have we got going on? Still everyone in the top 12, very, very close together. And there's a bit more of a gap, and that's crushing it onto the sand a bit there, losing a few places. That's unfortunate for him. What have we got? We got Aussie still trying to make some moves, and he might make one here around the outside. Not quite. Kubo still holding on. Now Ludwig might try and take P2 as well. Oh, bit of lag there, but manages to hold P2. Unless Ludwig is going to have a go up the inside. Oh, and that's a chain reaction there. Aussie pulling out to make a move, ends up with Ludwig and Ewer into the wall. Now we have Matimar and Gamer both on the mediums, also trying to come through, and Aussie into the lead there. So nice work from him. And Matimar up to second, so he's had a good start so far and on the medium tyres. So this is looking good. Got a Polish 1-2 going on, as that's Aussie into the wall a bit there, and Matty Marr takes the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix as we head on to lap 7. Oh, that's a dive bomb from Aussie, and Matty Marr's lost a lot of places there, now down to P6. There is still a lot of battling going on. Ewer's all the way down in P8 now, so he's lost a lot of places. Oh, and that's unfortunate. That was Justin into the wall at turn 10 there, and that has caused another chain reaction and a few drivers losing a lot of time. That is Gamer 15 also losing quite a lot of time as Kubo into the pit lane going for the undercut by the looks of it, trying to get out of this traffic that's going on. We've got Toaster up to P2 as well, so he's had a great start again on the medium tyres. And now we have Senna in third as well, so he's managed to recover pretty well after losing a few places at the start. He's going for P2 as well. Can he make the move? Up the inside, and he's into the pit lane as we watch Toaster take the lead. But for how long? Matty Marr still trying to come back at him, and Matty Marr stays ahead for now. Some battling going on here though. Aussie's lost a lot of places. He's now down in P9 and hasn't pitted either. He's only did a 32.5 on the previous lap, so yeah, lost a lot of time there. So it's not been a good lap for him. As that is Ludwig into the pit lane for a new set of tyres. And he's going to come out quite far behind Kubo on the mediums. As Biscioin not fighting that one. Anyway, towards the front, Toaster still P2. We've got a lot of medium runners now leading the pack. A lot of drivers on the mediums in the field. As that's Toaster onto the sand slightly there. That might allow Gamer to try and make a move on the outside. Can't make it work there. Is he going to have a go into turn 4? No, he isn't. Toaster manages to stay ahead for now. The Gamer might have a look here. Tries to go for a little bit of a switchback, but not quite working there. And that's Toaster now trying to take the lead. He was under pressure for P2. Now he's taken P1, and that's crushing it into the pit lane. So he's the first of the medium runners to pit, as well as Ricky Boy, also into the pit lane. Trying to see where they come out. Kubo's managed to make a really good undercut here. Currently P6. He's got 2.5 seconds to the nearest driver who's also pitted, so looking good for him at the moment. As we watch these 4 drivers still battling for the current P1 spot. That's Toaster into the pit lane, along with Charge Johnny, Fede, Matty Marr as well, also into the pit lane. So Gamer 15, the only driver still out there. As well as Il Biscoin and Charged Aussie as well, hasn't pitted from them softs yet. After such a great start, it's all come kind of crashing down a bit. Anyway, battling here, we have Matt has managed to make up quite a few places, so he's had a good start. He's now in this battle. As Gamer 15 into the pit lane. He is the last driver other than Aussie to pit. He comes out just behind the 3 he was battling with previously, so not too bad. Look at the gaps out front though. Kubo, nice gap. Even Ludwig has a nice gap, and even Senna's got a pretty nice gap too. So the top 3 looking good. That's Justin up to 4th as Crushing makes a mistake there as well. Matt putting some pressure on Ewer right now. Can't make a move there, and now Charles Johnny might try and go around the outside. But Matt holding on there, and that's Toaster trying to make some moves as well on the hard tyres. And he's managed to make the move on Johnny. So up to P8 for Toaster. Can he make a move on Matt? Not quite. Unless he's going to do it into the final couple of corners. He's not. But up the inside into turn 1 he goes. Matt defending it though. Pinching Toaster on the inside. Toaster onto the sand a bit. That allows Charged Johnny to get through. And there is a lot of battling going on there. That is someone was getting through. That's Matimar getting through. So loads of cars battling here for what is currently P4 at the moment, which is led. Oh no, Crushnet's pulled away a bit. Currently P5 then for this battle. So Crushnet's actually managed to do a good few laps. Managed to catch Senna. He's now in the battle for P3. There's Justin trying to go up the inside. Can't make it work there. He gets dived by his teammate. And he's lost a few places there. Gamer 15 trying to get through as well. Got side-by-side action here. Charles, Johnny and Matimar. And they're going to be 3 wide into the final corner. And that's Charles, Johnny losing quite a few places. Fortunately, not lost a huge amount of time though. So not too bad. He's still in this fight. So we experienced a bit of lag there into the first corner. So Gamer 15 now up to P6. Trying to put some pressure on Ewer, who's on the hard time as well. Matimar trying to get the inside of Gamer, and he has done. Now his teammate's trying to follow through into the final corner, and he is through. So good work from Justin. Oh, Gamer 15 slightly into the wall there. That's not ideal for him, and his teammate has now passed him. Fede up to P7. Now it's Charles Johnny trying to go around the outside. Can he make it work? Yes, he can. Good move. And he's up to P5 now for Charles Johnny. As that is Senna into the pit lane, along with a few others there. That was Justin and Toaster. Come pretty early for Toaster. He was one of the later pitters. So he's not enjoying those hard tyres, obviously. We also had Kubo and Ludwig have both pitted full mediums. Ludwig not too far behind. He's closed that gap a bit, but he's still got a little bit of work to do. He's going to want to try and challenge for the win, which is currently led by Crush Jeanette. Got Ewer, Matimar, Johnny, Gamer, Fede, and then Kubo's managed to get onto the rear of this train now. And Aussie's left the race. He has called it a day, our second retiree of the Grand Prix. Any battling going on. Got a bit further back here. We got Matt looking close to Toaster. Both of these have done 2 stops. As we have some more battling up front. Who's going to make a move? Is Kubo going to make a move on Fede? Yes, he is up the inside. Fede running out of grip and unfortunately also into the wall, which Kubo apologises for very nicely from him. As we watch Matimar, can he make a move? No, he can't. Ewer into the pit lane. And now that is Gamer 15. Passes them both on the straight. He's up to P2. Or is he? Bit of a mistake there on the exit. And Matimar and Johnny both back through. Side-by-side action here through turn 10. And now Kubo in this fight as well will be eager to try and make some moves. He's got much fresher tyres than these 3. And there we go, he gets past 2 of them. He's now back into P3 as Crush Jeanette from the lead enters the pit lane. And here we go, Kubo enters the lead of the race. Good stuff from him. Gamer 15 will be looking to follow. Ludwig has lost quite a bit of time actually to Kubo. He's now got Fede behind him. Fede hasn't done a second stop yet though. So the field's starting to spread out a bit. We've got 3 cars close together here. Just Toaster and Matt still, but Ricky Boy has joined them. Now they're both past Ricky Boy, who's only pitted once, as that's Fede into the pit lane. He's going for a new set of tyres. We got Ludwig. Might be trying to look to make some moves. He's got fresher tyres than these guys in front of him. Goes out the inside of Matimar, turns into the outside though, but he still has enough grip, gets it done. And now he goes up to P4 for Ludwig. Good move from him as well. So we watch Johnny. Can he make a move on Gamer? Not quite there, onto the sand and loses a bit of time. So he has to stick with P3 for now, as that Matimar has managed to retake that position on Ludwig. So maybe a bit of a mistake there from Ludwig, but he takes it back. So Ludwig back into P4. He's going to want to try and keep his pace up because Senna and Krushchenet aren't too far behind as Gamer and Matimar both into the pit lane. Johnny stays out though, so he is maybe going for the 2-stop here. There's a lot of other drivers looking like they're on the 3-stop today, so it could be a good strategy for him. Let's wait and see how that pans out. You know, we got Fast Racing doing a good job currently, P3 and P4 for them, which I'm a huge fan of that livery, by the way. Love that greeny turquoisey colour, it looks amazing. As that's Johnny into the pit lane from P2. There he goes onto the hards. That'll be his final stop of the race. He comes out behind Gamer, thankfully just ahead of the 3 cars behind him though, so that's good. Didn't want to get caught up behind them. And he'll be chasing after Gamer now and chasing after everyone else in front as well. We got Senna behind Krushchenet for the P3 position. Can he make a move? Not quite, and these guys are catching Ludwig as well. Newer also not too far behind, so we could be on for a good battle for P2 here by the time we hit the closing stages of the race. But yeah, doing good at the moment. Fast Racing, P2, P3. Who have we got behind? Not really much going on. That's Matt coming out of the pit lane for his final stop. He's on a 3-stop as well. Here we go. Ludwig under pressure from his teammate, and he enters the pit lane. So Krushchenet and Kubo also into the pit lane. That's their final stops, both on the medium tyres. And he comes out just ahead of Gamer. However, I don't think any of these drivers need to pit. So this could be interesting by the time we hit the end stages of the race. If Gamer can try and keep up with Kubo as much as possible, there could be a battle there in the closing laps, possibly even for the win. So yeah, definitely one to keep an eye on as we go through the race. Currently we got Ewer has overtaken Senna. Krushchenet has built a bit of a gap. Probably will need to pit again though, as well as all these top 3. I suspect will be entering the pit lane at least one more time in this race. Only 10 laps to go now of the season opener in the return of CEPL. It's been a good race so far. Lots of battles, lots of action. Let's wait and see. That's Ludwig trying to go the inside of Matimar. Can't quite make it work. He's now got Fede pressuring him as well. Can't make it work there. And that's someone in the pit lane. That is Senna. So he has done his last stop onto the soft tyres. And he's out in P9. We've got Ludwig has now finally made the move on Matimar. Is Fede going to have a look? No, he isn't. And that's Gamer has managed to overtake Kubo there. So Gamer's doing a good job here. Did show some good pace in the CC earlier on, which Kubo did also praise as well. So he knows that he's fast. As we see Krushchenet and Ewer enter the pit lane. So now these guys 1 and 2, and they will most likely be 1 and 2 until the end, unless Johnny can try and catch up. We've got lots of cars close to each other now though, as they're all on different tyres, on different amounts of wear as well. So going to be lots of battling going on. Fede up to 5th. Krushchenet takes P6. We've got Senna and Ewer. Ewer trying to make some places. Senna trying to make some places. Matimar's going to be the one going up the inside. Can't make it work. And Senna capitalising off that. He's up to P7. Now Krushchenet trying to go around the outside of Fede. Can't make it work. And now Senna's through again. So Senna just capitalising off the mistakes. And there he goes up the inside of Fede as well. Up to P5. So good lap so far from Senna. We have Fede and both the Alfa Romeos battling here. Now Krushchenet also trying to make moves. And that is someone into the sand. That was Justin, unfortunately for him. And now he's being pressured by Ewer. And Ewer is through for now, but gets a terrible exit. And Justin back through. Good stuff from Justin. And we've got Krushchenet trying to make a move on Fede. He's got the soft tyres compared to Fede's hards. Can he make the move on the outside? Yes, he can, up to P6 for Krushchenet. As there's 3 car battling here. Oh, and that's Matimar and Fede, unfortunately, into the wall. And that has lost them a lot of places and a lot of time as well. Really unfortunate for them. We have 5 laps left to go in what's been a very, very good Bahrain Grand Prix so far. We still have the leaders very close together. We have some drivers trying to make it through the field as well on the soft tyres. Let's wait and see, can these guys catch Ludwig? Ludwig currently P4. Not been too bad of a race, but definitely I think he could have done slightly better possibly. But we still have 4 more rounds after this to try and improve in the standings. So what's going on here? Can Newer make a move on Justin? Newer actually went for the mediums, which is quite interesting because he was one of the later drivers to pit. But still opting for the medium tyres. It's going to be side by side with Justin as they head into turn 4. He goes up the inside and he has the position up to P7 now for Ewer. As we watch this fight, Johnny also almost in this battle. He has 1 lap better tyres than Gamer, remember? So this could be good for Johnny. Might have better tyres than Kubo by the time we hit the end of the race as well. It'll be certainly very close. There's Kubo into the sand slightly there. And Gamer making a move on the outside up to P1. Can he hold it? Yes, Kubo can't quite get through yet. And he sticks behind him for now. We have 2 laps when they cross the line to go. This is going to be a good three-way battle for the win. You still have Johnny trying to make a move. Anyone going to make a move into turn 1? Johnny having a look up the inside of Kubo into turn 4. And he gets it done. Up to P2 for Johnny. Can he challenge for the lead? As I mentioned, he has 1 lap fresher tyres than Gamer. Can he utilise that freshness? He's going to have a go around the outside. He does make it work. He takes the lead of the race. He's not led much of this race. I don't think he's led any of it at all, maybe. But currently leading. But Gamer 15 back up the inside. They're going to be side by side into turn 4. Johnny trying to go around the outside. Gamer trying to hold it. They're going to be side by side still through the whole middle sector. And Gamer gets ahead for now. But Johnny, can he get into the slipstream? Can he try and make a move? He's going to have to go around the outside. Can't make it work there. Gamer holds on that time around. And we go into the final corner. Who's going to win? It's going to be a drag race to the line. And Gamer takes it. Kubo actually gets P2. And Johnny takes P3. Ludwig P4. As Krushchenet beats Senna by 0.01. And then Ewer 0.04 behind as well. So very close there. Didn't get to see that, but very close ending with P5. Justin takes P8. Matimar 9th, Fede 10th, Toaster 11th, Matt takes P12, Ricky Boy 13th, as we watch the McLaren off axis. So he's going to come across the line for P14. It's going to be Albano 15th and Biscuit, the final finisher, in P16. So very entertaining race there. A race won by Gamer 15. He went for the 2-stop and he made it work. Kubo P2. Very, very close, as I mentioned, 0.09 behind. Yeah, Johnny P3 as well. Managed to close up very, very well in them late stages. Unfortunately, couldn't challenge. It's a great race for fast racing. P4 and P5. We have Senna 6th and then US 7th. So a great race for Ashuria as well.